Hey, what is going on, everybody? Redcraft here. Today we're gonna be taking a look at a very weird game that I played this morning. Yeah, so I figured I might share it with you guys, you know. Alright, so let us introduce the players. So, in the top right, playing with the red Terran pieces, we have none other than me. Yes. And in the top left, playing with the blue Terran pieces, we have none other than Perry Me Smiling, I guess. I'm not sure. Anyway, now my opponent here went for a bit of a very weird strategy, if you wanna call it that. He went for a proxy barrack. Now I was just going for my usual Reaper timing, you know. So let's take a look at the production tab. Both of us going for the exact same stuff, basically. Hold on, let me turn my headphones up a bit. There we go. Now, so me just going for the usual stuff. My opponent going for that proxy barracks with that supply depot, double gas. Not something you see very usual. Like not right now though. So what's this do? Oh yeah, hide. How about we speed it up a bit? Alright, so Reaper was going out. I was going for my regular expansion. My opponent now going for a factory. Now this is why I'm saying it's very weird. Going for a marine. That marine, I have no idea what it was doing. So right now, I took the second gas because I was going to go for that factory pretty early on. There we go, and that that reactor as well. Now I wasn't playing at my very best, even though I was rocking like 200 and something APM. Yeah, I know. Now my opponent going for a siege tank. Now, right when I scouted this, I realized something was wrong. Because I could see the depot, there were no marines at all, nothing. No wall off right here, absolutely nothing. But my opponent knew. Alright. Now my Reaper managed to kill a couple of SCVs. Only one actually. I decided to let it dwell a bit on just kill a couple of SCVs, nothing that much. Now my opponent went for a siege tank as well as a couple of marines. Now, as soon as I realized something was wrong, I started the bunker, I started cyclones and I started marines. So this is a pretty good, I say it was a pretty good reaction. But the siege tank was already there and the starport was being constructed. Now I realized kinda late that there was a siege tank. I immediately lifted all my depots. I lifted up that command center and landed it in my main. Now I was kinda knocked back to Stone Age basically because I had nothing. Now a tech lab follow up here because I wanted to make siege tanks, and I did. Now my opponent kept producing more and more stuff. A Liberator was coming up. I decided to go for a starport for my own Liberators. I had no idea my opponent was going for Liberators as well. And I also decided that it might be a good idea to land that thing over there. Now a second barracks came out. My opponent knew I was producing a siege tank. He sieged closer to my main. Liberator was almost out. Yeah, I know guys, very intense game. Alright, now that the siege tank came out, I got it into position. The second siege tank should be ready. Yep, here it is. But there was the Liberator. Now I haven't realized immediately about it. Then I scanned. At least I'm pretty sure that was my scan. Was it? I think it was. Now this is at the point where my opponent started doing damage. Now I couldn't just kill the Liberator, that would have been stupid. So I sieged the tank right near my opponent's tank. And I got the Viking out. And that Liberator was almost dead, but there was already a Viking for my opponent. He even dropped a mule to repair it. Now more and more stuff coming out for my opponent here. In the meantime I was just mining off of everything basically. Build more depots, drop the mules. So the moment I was supply blocked. In the meantime my opponent just kept building depots at home, no defense whatsoever. While all of this stuff was just chilling here. Alright. That Liberator was almost... Yeah, the Liberator died. The siege tank made a huge mistake. Anyway, I decided to go for a second starport to go for some Banshees. I think I was gonna... A mule has been dropped to repair up the Viking. Yes, I think that's what this was doing. Yep, repairing the Viking. My opponent scanning me, knowing that I had this one starport, not knowing about the second one. But then I thought, why wouldn't I go for Battlecruisers? Decided to kill that Liberator with a Viking, didn't quite work out. Now I think I was gonna repair that one up. No, I just let the barracks die. Okay. But here came my Vikings. Now my Vikings did have a lot of stuff. Blown up one of my siege tanks. He had more, I didn't know that. Well, almost did. Decided to get this one a bit closer and kill that last tank. There it goes. Now more and more tanks were coming out for me. I was having a lot of resources here. Now that Liberator could do absolutely nothing because there was no entire at all. So my opponent decided to retreat. He went all the way back to base, I guess. Yep. Now my opponent going for more and more stuff. Me going immediately for a siege tank on the ground, on the low ground. Let's go back to the production tab, shall we? Yep, 2 Banshees were coming out. Cloak, I think. I don't know why I didn't start researching Cloak. That is quite interesting. Anyway, now I decided to go for the double armor as well. In the meantime, my opponent was just chilling at his main and making a lot of stuff with this production here. Going for 2 more barracks. Now I remember I scanned him. I realized the 2 barracks were here. Yep, there goes. Cloak on the Banshees. Yep, there goes the scan confirming those 2 barracks there. In the meantime though, excuse me. Anyway, in the meantime, I haven't started researching anything. I think I started morphing this command center into an orbital about now. Now those 2 Banshees have indeed found the production and are starting to kill it off. Banshees don't have Cloak quite yet. I didn't realize that thing was researching. But if the barracks died, then I could have just Yep, research has been cancelled. But at least I knew about everything.
Add-on complete.
My opponent had no idea. Oh, nice. He has a little workers. Well, that's just something. Anyway, now I was going for some. I think he was going for the Vikings. Yeah, he was. I just decided to make more banshees and get more siege things up. Had a bunker in place. And at some point I remember I had this command center up and landed it over here. Now my opponent scanning my main, knowing everything, my natural rather, knowing everything that was going on except for the banshees. And this is when I started making battlecruisers. Now I decided to just go ahead into and try to kill him. I know he lifted this command center up and landed it over here. I don't think he had any secret expansions or something like that. Now battlecruisers are coming out. Nothing is being researched so far. There we go, 1-1 upgrades for mech. Yep, command center has been lifted up. My banshees activated their cloak. Here comes the hit squad. Now I remember that I was able to get a lot of value out of these banshees. My opponent now bringing in all of his army to stop me. I destroyed his whole mineral line and then left just like that. But one banshee went down. Now I decided to leave on a bit more on those. His whole army was making its way out. But all of the banshees escaped. Well, most of them anyway. Alright, now 2 battlecruisers are out. Yamato Canyon is not being researched just yet, but more battlecruisers are on the way. Now, battlecruisers have saved me plenty of times. Now, here comes the third armory. I gotta tell you guys, battlecruisers saved me plenty of times from these weird situations. Like, very weird situations. This is an extremely weird game. If you're never gonna see something like this in a pro match. Or maybe you are, but I really don't think so. Because it wouldn't take this long for a pro to kill me, technically speaking. Alright, yeah, here comes the command center with my 4th. Now my opponent only on 3 bases, me I was going for 4 of them. Bit of a switch if you ask me right now, but in my mind I was like, maybe I'm gonna kill him with my massive economy. Anyway, now going for more battlecruisers as well as some more banshee rotters thingies. Those hyper fight rotters. Now I was going for a lot of stuff, but here came my opponent's army. I already had 4 battlecruisers. I think I had 1 more on the way. My opponent didn't quite know about this expansion. Pretty sure he knew. I don't know how he went. I'm pretty sure his army passed right through here. Had no idea about this army. What? You know what I mean. Yep. He had no idea whatsoever. Now my opponent had ravens going for him, as well as that corporate reactor. Now I had battlecruisers and banshees all the way. Because battlecruisers and banshees are the way. I decided to transfer the marines to this other bunker. My opponent's army was pretty huge. Destroying my command center, steaming up. I sent my SCVs back to the natural and evac a couple of them to my 4th or my 3rd, technically speaking. Now those liberators must have saw. No, the liberators have no idea. Anyway, now let's transfer back to my view, to all of the view. Now 6 banshees have been created as well as 5 battlecruisers. Now I was researching all the stuff, and I decided to go and kill his production with the banshees. More and more marines were added on for my opponent, and yeah, he found this base. He killed it, but I had all the money I needed to make even more battlecruisers. Now Now at this point, my banshees were fast, and they were also pretty good, pretty well upgraded. Now my opponent, I think he went for Vikings were still very good at clearing out liberators. Me, well, I decided to try to go ahead and kill his SCVs, but that didn't quite work out because he had turrets. Now all my Banshee died. All my Banshees, all my Battlecruisers, my Vikings died. I tried to repair those the siege tanks up. In the meantime, I had even more Battlecruisers coming up. Now imagine 9 Battlecruisers. I had the second attack upgrade on the way. Alright, I decided to go back to mining. In the meantime, my opponent went for even more barracks. Transferred all the workers back. Now my opponent, he had basically no upgrades on the Vikings, Liberators, or siege tanks, and had absolutely no idea at all about my Battlecruiser fleet. Look at them looking awesome. I gotta say, Battlecruisers are awesome. Anyway, now more Battlecruisers rather coming up. All of the 4 Battlecruisers have been produced here, and there are what, like 9 Battlecruisers. Now interference matrix has been used on all of my units, destroying all the siege tanks. But the Battlecruisers, man, there's like what, 8 Battlecruisers. The Vikings didn't stand a chance. The Marines, no chance, nothing. And I was producing even more Battlecruisers. No, I wasn't. I didn't quite have the money for it. And I destroyed everything. And then my Battlecruiser just warp jump. Hey, buddy. There you go. Destroyed all of his production and made... didn't quite make another Battlecruiser yet. Anyway, now that one Liberator managed to escape. My opponent was desperately producing Marines, but he didn't quite have the money. Because as the Marines came out, they were just getting killed by my Battlecruisers. Imagine just coming out of training as a Marine and seeing like 8 Battlecruisers on top of your camp just killing everything. One Battlecruiser could have done that by itself, I think. Anyway, so it looks like my opponent had more mining than I thought he did. Anyway, now I was going for even more upgrades. That was my bad. And one last Battlecruiser being produced. I decided to look a bit because I could swear there were some barracks over here. In the meantime, I was just producing. And surprisingly, I had... well, actually, we had matching supplies. The only thing is, my supply was mostly Battlecruisers. And here come the Battlecruisers now. Missile turrets were being produced by my opponent, but you can stop 8 Battlecruisers. I think I even had mules ready to go. And yep, me with the offensive GG, as one might call it. And here came another Battlecruiser now. So that's like what, 8 Battlecruisers? Yep, 8 Battlecruisers. And here come the Marines. Yeah. And I got all my Battlecruisers to go over and help out. One of the Battlecruisers indeed died, but so did all of the Marines. Me, I'm auto-cannoning all of the missile turrets. And yep, I even had one more Battlecruiser. Now my opponent is finally going for the GG. and with a comment at the end. And with that, I just took the win. Alright guys, so this is something I'm not gonna do very often, but every time I have a weird game I might show it off to you. Like this one was very weird, and I think I had to learn something from it. I think I learned that you can basically do it. Like as long as you keep cool, keep your calm, and just keep playing, you might be able to do it. Honestly, especially if you go Battlecruisers. Alright, now I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't, please leave a like and subscribe for more daily content. Also, don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload. I also have a Twitter in the description below, so make sure to follow me there. I'll be posting some interesting stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.